Hi, this is Araceli Gonzalez from Be Productive Today, and I wanted to give you a sneak peek of one of the productivity pies that I will be talking about at the webinar taking place October 27th. And one of those pieces is a little bit less obvious than, let's say, time management or email management, and that is facing your business fears head on. And what I mean by that is, let's say that there's something that you are willingly ignoring, right? Willingly putting away to the side because it scares you, or you're putting it away because you don't know how to deal with it. It's something that you're not comfortable with, and therefore let's just put it to the side and deal with it later. If you have anything on that later pile, we need to identify what that is, because it is really holding you back. If you're not producing in abundance, which is the real meaning of productivity, then you're not moving forward and making your business continually successful. If you're holding on to a pile or anything in that, let's deal with it later. And it could be maybe social media makes you scared, or it's something that you're not comfortable with. Maybe Twitter makes you uncomfortable. Maybe it's your financial situation. Maybe it's networking. You don't feel, it's not your thing going out there and chit-chatting with people. It's not what makes you feel comfortable, even though you know it is super crucial for your business. I'll share with you what mine was. And for the longest time, I had a fear of understanding my financial situation. I was willingly ignoring it, not really sure why. It made me feel uncomfortable. I was actually feeling better off not knowing how much money was in the bank with my business situation than knowing. I had hired bookkeepers, so I figured, oh, I'm all set. I dealt with my financial situation, now let's move on. But the reality is that every time she would send me that monthly report, at the end of the month, I would take that email, put it in an inbox folder, and I never saw it again because I was willingly ignoring to know and learn about it. Until I realized that I really cannot move forward with my business, create plans of actions and know how much money I wanted to make for the next year if I didn't actually take the time to understand how much money I had made initially. So once I identified that, I created a plan of action. I hired a financial consultant, and I conquered that fear. There was no longer anything in that pile of, let me deal with it later. And my business took off, because if there's anything little that's creating fear in you and that's creating that feeling of, I don't want to deal with it now, it will hold you back. You may think that it's something simple and small, but if it takes place of that productivity pie, and if it's anything that can move your business into the right direction and move you into the right direction, then we need to deal with it. So I encourage you to take a moment and think, what is it exactly that I am putting off? Whether it is something that is scaring you or something that you just don't like. What is it exactly that you are putting away? Find out what that is. Create a plan of action to make it go away, right? So there's nothing more in that let me deal with it later folder. And if I can possibly help you with that, you could actually shoot me an email, araceli@beproductivetoday.com. And if I have any resources that I can share with you to get you from that scary place to that moving forward phase, I will be more than happy to do that as well. So that's another resource for you. But my assignment to you will be to identify what it is that is holding you back, right? So let's face that business fear head on. So that is one of the productivity pieces that I will be discussing at the webinar. I would love to see you there if you're interested in learning more about the other productivity pieces that I will be teaching. To get more information and to register for the webinar, please go to 21 Days to Productivity, so 21daystoproductivity.com. Until then, have a great day, be productive, and I'll see you soon.